I've been coming out to the desert southwest of Utah for as long as I can remember. I was honestly probably 10 or 11 years old the first time that I set eyes on the whitewash sand dune system, and I've been coming back every year since. This year has presented a lot of unique challenges. In August of last year, I was involved in a dirt bike accident that wound up paralyzing part of my left hand. I crushed the nerve canal to my thumb, index finger, and middle finger. I wound up having to have nerve reconstructive surgery and about 6 months of physical therapy before I could use my hand again, and was really questioning if I could ever return to the level of dirt bike riding that I used to be at. Going into the trip, I'd put a couple of hours on my bike, but nothing on the scale of what we do in Utah. 5 days on some of the most rocky terrain in the western United States was something I was unaware of whether or not I could overcome, and quite possibly will be the largest obstacle of this entire trip. So this is the point in a vacation when I feel like the energy really starts to ramp up. I'm on my way to pick up my trailer right now, and it's just something about picking up the toy hauler that really lights that fuse. For this year's trip, we've got 7 people out here. We're gonna ride some old favorites, check out some new trails, eat some food, act like a bunch of idiots, and you guessed it, Desert Golf is back.
We found out who's the faster 250 or the old Beta.
Yeah? Who won? Yeah.
I don't think it's, I'm not ready to say it's the bike.
It's gotta be the gearing. I bet if you change the gearing.
The tire choice.
Yep.
All right, ready? Let's do it. That was our quick little leg warm up.
Every once in a while, it'll catch me off guard. I start to go sideways. Dude, this is super cool.
Yeah, this is a fun trail.
So, pretty sure this way takes us to the top of the wash, this way drops us in the dunes.
But here you really nailed the hand signals, sir.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how many I
I
have.
did do 3, did you see me?
Yeah, but then after they went by, you were like,
I know.
looking at it yourself.
I was like, I can do 3, the German 3, or whatever. Fucking canyon.
We gotta jump around the fence. Oh yeah, that's right. The old one where you used to be able to go behind the rocks?
Yeah.
So, I know it probably sounds really obvious, but don't ride off anything here that you can't see, because some of these dunes will have really steep drops, and you can ride down them, but you don't want to like
Send it.
air out off of them.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So, we can continue this way or we can shoot through this crack.
Let's shoot some crack.
No fucking way, dude.
Let's do it.
What did that look like? Is it scary? Want to go around? Sadly, let's go around. The advice about not riding off the back of the thing has saved me like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be real careful because, man, some of those things are like...
Dude, straight to death. Yeah. That fucker always keeps me. Super fun!
That was awesome.
That's what I just said. Dude, I could hear James ahead of me and we'd be like, wing, wing, wing. I was like, fuck, he's underwater.
I was doing the same thing from you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that one deep one, I forgot about it, and all of a sudden my front tire just slid down the wall right into it. I'm like, okay.
Oh, this is super cool.
That ride ended day one. That was a good loop. Yeah, definitely. That was good. That was a good loop.
Yeah. Great loop.
That was about as far as we could go on fuel.
One day. I feel fine.
Better?
Yeah. They don't do anything anymore, guys.
I mean, you used to race a hardtail.
That's right.
Hard front.
That's right. Make me choose my lines better. That's all. It's gonna be better at choosing.
you take a piece of the raw bacon?
Oh, I think so.
I ate it like a normal.
Did you?
That dick chase is not normal.
All right, quick status update. My wrist is doing pretty darn good, all things considered. I did about 80 miles yesterday, 70 something miles yesterday, and then we did another close to 55, I think, today. I did Flatiron Mesa and Cane Creek. Honestly, it was pretty good. Really happy with overall performance of my wrist recovery, so.
It's like 6 a.m. Everybody in camp's still asleep. I'm out here doing one of my favorite things to do in Utah. Despite dirt bike riding, which I absolutely love, but I also really love just getting up super early, like right at sunrise, and just going and wandering. So the desert's really interesting. It's like these little tiny micro environments where the predominant feature is this like stark landscape that has a lot of nothing, and then these washes and little waterway tributaries when it rains that create these little oasis like situations. And it's really a interesting feat of nature to find a way to survive in an environment that otherwise is pretty hostile.
This nature moment was brought to you by JHP Studios. Now back to the dirt bikes.
Yeah, that little nub got you.
Yeah. It's dirt biking, baby.
That's a lot of liquid.
Good.
It seems like every year I have to say this, but remember that moment later on.
Do you need to let your bike cool off?
It's a little hot.
Well, Mike's steaming.
This day turned out to be a war of attrition like an old Vietnam movie. Mike number 2 wound up going home because he's got to open a campground, and then Mark Graham wound up not feeling great and staying in camp for the afternoon. Then when we went out to do 7 Mile Rim and Bartlett Wash, Mark 2 wound up having engine troubles, so Mike Meir went back with Mark 2 to camp, and by the end it was just myself, Matt, and Wilson.
just keep going? Yeah. Okay. Great.
We lost an easy up on this trip, and we wound up custom fabricating some KTM brake pads to fit Mike's Honda. Well, we decided we'd had enough of the fins on steel benders, so instead of going back to camp, we decided to jump on over to the Sandflats recreation area and ride Slick Rock. Slick Rock, hands down, has to be one of my favorite trails. We keep coming back to it. I've rode it at night, I've rode it during the day, I've done it on a mountain bike, on a dirt bike, and it's just an incredible formation. The petrified sand dunes are so much fun to ride on, and this particular trip out there, we wound up doing some exploration of a hidden trail system that you can see is painted, but it's definitely not as well known as the primary Slick Rock Trail, but unbelievable. Some of the best scenery in Moab, without question.
Shot with the LaSalle's in the background. That should be the main trail right ahead. That's the end of this line. We're back where we started. this is just a non-motorized use overlook. Wow, this is friggin' sweet. Holy shit, look at that view.
This was by far the best decision we've made today.
Well, that was fun. Yeah, that was so cool. Let's go to Mike for the review. Mike, how was your day?
It was pretty good so far. I can still screw it up at any moment though. It's early and the sun is still up, so at any moment now I can screw things up.
I'm not seeing this one.
White rock straight ahead.
No, I see that. I'm not seeing that. Get a good strip.
Holy shit. That's the one that hits the truck.
I might be kneeling in a cactus right now.
Wow. Are you kidding me? That's what you need.
I choked so much. Well done.
Yeah.
This is great. It's been in a minute.
All right. Bye.
James Ward. About to make history. He's hitting 2. Can he get the bush? He's in the bush! He's in the wash.
Not only did I fall, I almost pooped myself.
I wish I got a shot from this thing.
That's exactly.
That was it. I saw it. It's up there.
It's there. It's
I have no idea where my ball went.
It doesn't matter. We'll give you a new one. That was worth the payoff.
I don't even know where to look.
It was right around this
He's gonna
like
go down and
area.
rip his ball sack on the limb.
Come on, you got this. Let's go. Oh, maybe you don't got this.
Well, that's about it for Desert Golf. We got one more day of riding here. It's not a super long video. My GoPro had some sort of glitch out problem and all the video has no image stabilization, so we're not really going to watch very much of it. But here's a little bit of Poison Spider. If you guys made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. We appreciate your time, and we will see you again next year.